What's going on, everyone? Chris Beans here with Bowler's Rant, and today we are going to be talking about some updates to the discontinued ball list for Storm 900 Global and Roto Grip. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications. All right, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that this is a really big list, and it's going to make some people weep tears of pain because some of our favorites are going away. Let's get into it. What are we talking about here? Well, like I said, that is a really big list. You got the Storm Infinite Physics, the Supernova, and the Night Road, a couple of the mixes. And then over to Roto Grip, you've got the RST X3, the UC3, and the Idle Cosmos, as well as the Hustle White and my personal favorite, the Hustle Camo. I need to go destroy someone over that because that's making me very, very upset. It's my favorite Roto Grip ball. And then the 900 Global, Reality Check, Zen Soul, and Wolverine Dark Moss. That's the one that I thought was silver. That was not. And everybody said, Beans, you are colorblind. So let's just briefly revisit some of these because these are the balls that you really are probably, if it matches your style, going to want to stack up on. So let's start with the Infinite Physics. This is a very fan favorite because it is a sanded pearl at 4,000 grit, asymmetric, does all the good stuff, 248 RG, 053 differential, 017 asymmetric differential. And even though a lot of people use this on sport ball, I found a lot of the strokers and tweeners loved this on the house conditions. So added to the discontinued list. Next up, the Supernova, another asymmetric. And this is the one that I thought was a tale of two balls. You either loved this ball or you hated this ball. For example, this ball did not work well for me, so I gave mine to one of the local seniors who's about, I think, 83 years old. And then he came out from Mars and started throwing the ball from left to right in a way that I've never seen, and he destroyed everybody in his league. And now I'm his favorite person. So this one, oh my god, NEX solid reactor cover stock, so you got to watch out with those logos. 2,000 grit. 249, 052, 019 differential. So this is kind of like that almost mid-RG-esque core design, but it's got that 019 asymmetric differential. So this is something you're supposed to use for the heavy oil, and it is added to the discontinued list. Man, now the Night Road. This is one that honestly I don't understand. This was the one that was supposed to be like super, super awesome. And a lot of people told me they hated this ball until they resurfaced it. As a matter of fact, I think Luke Rosedal's got a video on that. You guys should go check that out. But this is basically that same FE2 core design, same numbers as the High Road, the 257 RG046 differential, and it's Rex cover stock, Reactor Extreme, so a little bit of blend of Reactor and Nano. This is one that if you love it, you'd want to stock up on these because I don't think they're going to bring this one back. And if you hate it, well, you can just skip this part of the video and go on to the next ball. This one added to the discontinued list. Next up, we've got the Storm Mix Pink and the Storm Mix Off-White. Both of these are mixes. If you know mixes, then you've got basic, I think it's urethane, really, at the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, urethane pearl cover stock, so 3,500 grit polish. It's not really meant to go anywhere. It's 269 RG 006 differential. Both of these added to the differential list, to the discontinued list. And I know a lot of people like to use these as spare balls, so basically, if any of these are your favorite colors, I picked this one up off Bowler's Mart since I couldn't find it on the internet, then you probably want to stock up on those. By the way, speaking of stocking up, this is a good time for my shameless plug for the sponsor of this video, which is 12 Bagger, and they have a collaboration with Bowler's Rant. We've got 4 new jerseys coming out called The Scoop. They are now posted on 12bagger.com. All you have to do is go to 12bagger.com, hit the new release section, scroll down until you see Bowler's Rant. About middle of the page, you'll see blue, green, orange, and red. It's a pretty dope jersey. We've got all of our favorite brands associated with the Bowler's Mart network. You can get them in a variety of different colors. And full disclosure, I am not taking a cent for a profit for these jerseys. All profits from these jerseys will be donated to the local Humane Society because I have a strong love for all animals, cats, dogs, horses, whatever. So get a dope jersey, support your furry friends. Links are in the video description below. All right, back to the list. Next up on Roto Grip, the RST X3. I know a lot of people really like this ball. Hybrids have just really taken off lately, and this one is no exception. 4K fast, micro tracks, blends wet dry, nano. So if you like that big ball, that sanded hybrid, this is the one that you're probably going to want to stock up on. Probably buy a case of them because it has been added to the discontinued list. Next up, this is my personal favorite, right under the Hustle camo. I really like the Rubicon UC3. I thought it was the best one out of all of them, and I could probably be slapped for that. But this one's the one that it rolls so early at your feet, but then when you and I got it again, another tip to tip my hat to Luke Rosedal. He said it became the god ball when you polished it or gave it a really high sand, like wet sand, so you get some shine. When you add a shine to this ball became an absolute animal. All right, so this was turethane, but it does absorb oil just very slowly. 1,000 grit out of the box. Would never keep it like that. I've had two of these, 249, 052, 011, asymmetric differential, Rondura core. This 011 differential, this is that sweet spot. Anything from here to 016 I call the most versatile stuff that you can get because you get all kind of like a super symmetrical is the way I like to look at it, but it is asymmetrical and added to the discontinued list. This is that sport ball. Don't sleep on it because once they're gone, you know how it goes. It's going to cost a lot more money. All right. Next up, RSR Cosmos. This is another one that people really liked, and this was Extreme Tracks Pearl, right? 4,000 grit, and this had the Icon core. The Icon core is one of the most iconic. See what I did there? One of the best symmetrical cores we've ever seen from Roto Grip, right? So this is in that really good area of, low RG 249, 052. So pretty high differential. And this is one that when I did the video on it with Anthony Wigan here in Florida, even on high friction lanes, it really was something to keep, to trap your angles and go north-south with, unless you wanted to slow roll it and use your hand. But pretty versatile ball for the right condition and added to the discontinued list. Man. Next up, Hustle Wine. So I never got to throw this one, but I love Hustles, and this one kind of saddens me just because I really like this color. So for those of you who like this, I think this one was a little bit more tamed than the wrap, but it's VTC Pearl cover stock. We've seen that on a variety of the releases. Also, one of the first reactor glosses, if I'm not mistaken, from the Roto Grip line. 253-030 differential. This is for your, lighter to medium conditions where you've got some friction to work with, and added to the discontinued list. Next up, the Hustle Camo. This one makes me cry. Okay, I'm shedding tears. I'm going to have to go to therapy for this one. This was my favorite Hustle ever. And I will say it, I thought this ball was better than the ink. Take that, guys. I committed a crime. It's better than Hustle Ink. It's the best Hustle ever. It's better than peanut butter and jelly. All right, maybe I'm getting a little extreme there. But yeah, this one's added to the discontinued list. I've had, I think, 2 or 3 of these, and they have all been strong. Even the first batch, which was really strong. I was worried after code, will the new batch be okay? Even with React Gloss, it was confirmed if this thing was just bonkers good. And my dad was in the Army, so I love this Army black and brown. But nevertheless, regardless of how I feel, it has been added to the discontinued list. So if you like this ball, you better buy a case, because as usual, they go up. All right, now over to 900 Global. I am missing one here. You know what I'm missing? The 900 Global Reality Check. So this is the one that came with Shine, and I know a few tweeners that absolutely swear by this ball, and I've seen it, and it looks good. It rolls good. The only reason I can think of them getting rid of this is because they've got new stuff coming in Bowl Expos right around the corner. So S84 Beta, hybrid cover stock, 4K fast, even though this has the shiny stuff on there. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought, oh, that's right. Most people did polish it afterwards. I always get confused about this one. But it has that really dope core in there, the Disturbance Asymmetric core. 249 RG, 052 differential, 018 asymmetric differential. But yep, added to the discontinued list. All right. Next up, the Zen Soul. This one was the best of between this and the Zen Master. Of course, I personally think the original was still the best of all time. But, I could be argued with against that. But I did videos on all 3 of them, and absolutely this one moved. So kind of sad to see this one go. It's another hybrid. I'm telling you, man, sanded hybrids are the thing now. And I really think they add a lot of versatility for so many different reasons, because it's like getting 2 balls in one. And it's got that meditate symmetric core, So yeah, really big core, really good motion, added to the discontinued list. All right. Last but not least, the Wolverine Dark Moss. I know a lot of people love their Wolverines, and this one, it moved, and it's really good. And it's really good when you've got some burn and some stuff to work with. So this was 4K fast, S70 Pro reactive cover stock, 254 RG, 053 differential, and this is the one that had that core that was the Lacerate 2.0 core. So it basically combined cores from the Honey Badger and the regular Badger. So yeah, added to the discontinue list. Man, that is a big list. So just to revisit, Infinite Physics, Supernova, Night Road, the Mixes, the RSTX3, UC3 from Roto Grip, RSR Cosmos, the Hustle Wine, the Hustle Camo, Reality Check, Zen Soul, and Wolverine Dark Moss all added to the discontinue list. Well, that's what we got for today. As usual, I will include links in the video description below where you can pick these up on bullismart.com. You're going to want to get them while you can get them, because if you don't, prices usually go up and they're going to cost up to twice as much as you would have got them when they were in stock. Man, a lot of good information there. So what do you think of this list? You think there's new stuff coming? And if you were going to get something off this list, what would you get? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Let's continue the conversation. More updates are coming. And until then, bow well.